Hello everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Carol from Practical Mystic, and yes, how do we complete 2022? It sure has been an interesting year. We have a couple more weeks, so let me go ahead and do a tarot worksheet journal with you, something that I do each year as the year ends. And what I like to present and do for you is a 4-card spread worksheet, if you will, that will answer the 4 questions that I have on the worksheet, and it's pertaining to how and where to focus as we conclude and prepare in the best possible way to enter 2023. Now, with each new year, many of you know that the universe changes into a different numerical vibration, and that affects everything and everyone. And as I said earlier, I also feel this is 2022 has been a year of major astrological changes, shifts, globally and of course individually. So let me go ahead and I'm going to walk you through this worksheet that I have made, and I will do it along with you, and I will open myself up to reveal what the cards have to say for me and how I need to conclude 2022. Now, of course, I date it, and I put the tarot deck that I'm using. I think that's very important when you go back to look year by year. I am going to be using the Radiant Wise Spirit and answer these questions. I'm going to get centered and shuffle the cards. While I am shuffling the cards, I am going to ask the truth to be revealed. So I'm giving all the power to the tarot by letting go of any preconceived ideas of how I think these questions are going to be answered or what cards are going to come out. And I want the wisdom of the tarot to assist me in the best possible way to end 2022. Okay, so let's go ahead and get centered. I'm going to cut the cards 3 times to the left, stack them. Whoops, that one didn't want to go, did it? And then I will pull 1 card from the deck over here. Make sure you can see this all right. All right, let's begin. And the question is my current state. That's a mind and emotion. So through the tarot, I would like to see what it wants to reveal for today, right now, my current state of mind and my emotion. And it is the 9 of Swords. And how interesting, because when I woke up this morning, I always write in my journal if I had a dream, and I did. I had a very confusing dream last night. So I'm still processing that, I believe, and certainly with this 9 of Swords and how I interpret it is basically looking back 6 months ago and then 3 months ago, to get some insights of the emotional and the thinking process of what is occurring. There are also some personal things going on with a relative of mine. I'm quite concerned for this person, been doing a lot of praying. So I really do agree that this 9 of Swords is telling me the real state of my mind and emotions right now. It's accurate. All right, the second card, what am I still unaware of? This is usually very fascinating and important. It is the unconscious, and it is the Eight of Swords. Look at all this going on here, friends. Whoa. And do I feel stuck in any way? Where am I still unaware of that I haven't been able to let go of some thinking that has kept me from maybe being my best self, maybe even my genuine self with what I am expressing, very much to this family member that I want to give comfort and solace to, but I have to really be careful of what I say, how I present it. So it's a very complex, but again, the tarot is speaking the truth for me here with this Eight of Swords. And the 8 and the 9 definitely go hand in hand. The 8 is before the 9, which is causing that confusion in me because of my limitations, and my heart is in this. My feelings are in this. Okay. Let's see what card number 3, and that is, what is my own best interest to complete, or maybe to release, or is it to accept before the new year? And you can really delve into whatever this card is, and there's the emotions. Finally, we're getting to the emotional part of my situation. And it is another 8. Now, let's talk about the number 8 a little bit, since I received 2 8s, which is quite rare when we have the 78 cards. And we know that, of course, there's going to be 16 number 8s if we talk about the 4 suits. But to have them to come out one after another, I have to pay attention to the interpretation of what that number 8 indicates. I also have a full moon here and a crescent moon. We are going to be having a full moon in Gemini if you follow Western astrology on December 7th. And there's some releasing there and letting go. And Gemini is a dual sign. And believe it or not, number 8 is also considered dual because of the way it is created. Let me explain the duality of the number 8. It is dual in that it is both a masculine and feminine number. Some numbers are strictly masculine, others are feminine. 1 is masculine, 2 is feminine. 8 is dual. It also represents called the material world, which is the bottom loop of the 8, and the above loop of the number 8 is the spiritual world. And in between is where we're in both of those worlds constantly, the spiritual world and the material world. When we put it on its side, we know that it is the affinity sign, and we have to wrap up the essence and the flow of what we're learning, what we need to release, what we need to complete. And the 8 really depicts that, the ebb and flow of life. So the 8 here in the cups and me walking away from 3, which I have to say I kind of alluded to when I told you that in that 9 of Swords, I was going to go back to what happened 6 months ago and 3 months ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am also going to look to see what was happening 5 months ago. There was some additional information on the condition of this very beloved family member that I felt I could Again, not be very specific in communicating to this person and possibly others at that time. So my emotions, my feelings and my emotions have been locked up considerably. If I look at what the card number 3 placement is telling me is what is in my best interest to complete, release, and accept, then all of this I have to accept the above of what this is telling me and to move on. I think I'll get additional information after that full moon on the 7th of December. Okay, the 4th card. How can I best prepare myself now? And friends, this is on the 3 levels. It could be one or it could be all. Preparing yourself mentally or maybe emotionally or maybe physically for the vibrational shift of 2023, what we can do for the next 3 weeks, what I can do for the next 3 weeks. Oh, Lord, isn't that beautiful? It is the World card. Everything will come together. This transitional process that is really at the doorway of my loved one. Into the 10, into the next cycle. The World card is alluding to that it will all, that transition seems to be working easily and beautifully, and I can rest assured that I will be prepared emotionally, physically for that shift, that new beginning that World card offers me, and the card that is depicting all of this information in a harmonious, probably the most easiest way. But again, the World card talks about balance and how fascinating of the zodiac fixed signs here, because the Scorpio, which is my sign, and the other person in question is also in a fixed sign, a zodiac sign that is also on this card. And there is one other person that is not instrumental, but going to be involved. So I'm going to say 3 out of 4 on the corner of the fixed sign surely have information power and will be affected by this transition. So I kind of feel like I have to apologize to everyone that this reading became so personal for me. And it started with my morning evaluation, meditation, and even my conversation with this person that I love very, very much. And it seems to be played out, and I'm going to allow the universe to show this vulnerability in me and how the cards are so accurate. They have been for so long in my life that there isn't a doubt in my mind how the tarot works. All right, everyone, if you have any questions on this worksheet or the information that you need in order to do this, please feel free to let me know. Till then, everyone, have a wonderful couple days, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.